in London that don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P. Diddy party. This is what happens to the white man.
It's so unfortunate.
You gotta pull back though, so they can see. That's crazy.
Oh, so what happens is he accidentally drinks out of the wrong bottle and gets drugged like the girls that you were planning to assault. So we're going to look at some of the weirdest videos of Diddy that anyone has ever seen. I mean, I'm calling them weird because that's what the title of this video was. I have absolutely no idea how I missed this video, but it got suggested to me today and I watched it and oh my God, these are crazy. First of all, just take a look at that picture right there. Okay, that's real. That is a real video. And that's not a still photo taken out of context. As a matter of fact, the video is even worse than just this still photo because you get to see how slow and sensual Meek goes in. It's like, oh man, believe me, when you watch it, there's no question these dudes are gay for each other. At the very least, Meek Mill is and Diddy's the devil and just turns out everybody that he, anybody that's down to get turned out, Diddy turned him out. But this is not the most shocking video by a long shot in this video. And so we're going to jump right into it because there's a lot of them to get to, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So let's buckle up. Now, real quick, if you were interested in how big of a drug addict Diddy is or was before he got locked up, just wait till you see the #1 video, which is the last one. It is right before he got arrested. And it should give anyone who really dislikes Diddy a lot of satisfaction because knowing that's the state that he was in when he went into prison, the first month must have been absolute torture for him because he's addicted to like 8 different things. That last video, there's no mistaking what you're looking at. He is a full-blown drug addict alcoholic. And given what we know about his relationship with Bieber, you also need to watch the one that's 1 second long in the middle. You'll see it. I stopped for it, where Bieber is actually in the background of one of the videos of Diddy in the club, and you see Bieber. I've never seen Bieber look so jacked, like blitzed. He looks like he's been on a bender for 6 straight days. That one's like somewhere in the middle. You'll see. It's crazy. Bieber's just like, I think it's the same night when he was on his knees with Odell Beckham Jr. And I said, I think he was, and other people all, no, I think he's, which in all honesty, after seeing that, he's probably doing both. But let's start and we'll discuss.
From disturbing footage of Diddy's Freak-Off Island to doing these satanic rituals on his victims, these are the 20 weirdest videos of Diddy. And first up, Diddy was caught on camera at an auction when he sold something terrifying.
Excuse me.
Bro, have you guys seen this before? Like some of these I had seen and some of them I had not.
I don't mean to interrupt you, and I would like to auction something off, okay? If you win, you get a night out with Diddy. Saturday night in New York. And I promise you, your ass will wake up Wednesday laying beside me.
And if you think Diddy's
that
joking,
is like, that just like fell absolutely dead flat. And you know why? It's because normally he's used to saying lines like that. And he's got like a studio audience, right? Clapping seals, applause, laugh, or in almost every case, none of them really know what he's like. Like they just see like Puff Daddy in the interviews. And so he's all, and I guarantee you'll be laying next to me in the morning. And they're like, oh, man, this guy has a real funny sense of humor. But in that room, that's a room full of celebrities. They know exactly what he is. They know exactly what kind of creep he is. And so all of them are all, oh my God. In hindsight, that clip actually is extraordinarily telling about what his reputation in the industry was. That's why no one clapped. That's why no one laughed. All right, so let's continue with the next one.
check out number 19 on our list.
For all those in London that don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P. Diddy party, this is what happens to the white man.
It's so unfortunate.
You gotta pull back though, so they can see. That's crazy. Matt, move out the way. You're still alive. Look at that.
Hey, can any of you guys guess how that happened? Answer. That guy was watching Jesse on Fire's channel and he wasn't subscribed and he just dropped dead. You don't want that to happen to you. So subscribe to the channel and ring the bell and like the video. How does that happen exactly? Where everybody else is kind of halfway coherent or totally coherent talking, and you got a dude face down like that in the couch. And actually, listen to this really quick.
Look, would you get
the drink on his head?
And that's James from Simeon Mobile Disco. He is a actual DJ's not supposed to pass out, but
Right. Okay. So he's a DJ. Right? Now, why is that relevant? DJs don't pass out. You know what I mean? Like those guys' entire job is raging and staying up all night. So how do you think that guy ended up just straight up face down like a corpse? You think maybe he took a drink from one of the wrong ones? You know? It's like, oh, that one wasn't meant for you. It's like, oh, who are they meant for? Well, they're meant for the men and women that we're going to assault, but we need you on the turntable. So that wasn't meant for you. And so again, just take a look at this guy and imagine that that's a girl. That's what does that to them. How is this girl going to defend herself? You know, are they going to know what happened when these guys do whatever they want with him? No, it's a corpse.
The drink at his head. And that's James from Simeon Mobile Disco. He is a actual DJ's not supposed to pass out, but when they come to one of my parties, this is what happens to them.
Because next up at number 17, Diddy got in a fight with his ex-girlfriend Cassie and decided to post a TikTok to humiliate her online.
What you want? What you gotta say now? What you gotta say now? You ain't got to say.
Now for number 16.
Listen, so that one, obviously, probably not a lot of explanation needed on the Cassie thing. But one thing that I will say as you watch these is the last one, the very last one, how big of a drug addict is this guy? Because in that final clip that we're going to, the very last one, he is so blasted. It's crazy.
He's always had a strange side with the women closest to him. Because at number 14, he filmed himself getting freaky with his own.
This is mega creep. I had seen pictures of this, but I had never seen the actual interaction. This is not normal.
Mother.
Yeah, my mom's single. Yeah, for real. Mom Duke know how to have a good time. She ain't sitting in the house playing. Outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to strip club. I don't care. Real.
But it gets even weirder. Because after watching number 13 on our list, I think...
What in the world is that? That is so weird, man. This guy is just a straight up pure deviant. And this next one right here, him and his some guys that he's on a vacation with, it's like, I don't know how anybody could chill with this guy. I would even if you knew for sure he wasn't going to be able to get at you, I would feel so uncomfortable being around this guy for any amount of time. Like, he's just one of those guys that you're like, oh God, man.
Diddy wants to be his mom. See, one night, Diddy hopped on Snapchat after having a few drinks and posted himself cross-dressing.
So Atlanta, we coming get my way. Yeah, Atlanta, I'm bringing something special. Hey, yo, Toronto, Cash, what up? So, we going to Toronto, and we just going to have fun.
Now, next up, we got to talk about...
I have no idea what that is. But obviously, given his propensity to have sex with men,
Number 12, because this man Diddy loves kissing men. See, in 2002,
whoa,
Diddy
whoa,
was
whoa,
doing
whoa,
an interview
whoa,
with Bird.
whoa. Is that him and Meek Mill? Hold on.
12, because this man Diddy loves
Oh my God.
kissing men. See, in
Oh my God, that's real? What? Okay, I knew that him and Meek Mill, whatever, but if anybody has any doubts about that, you watch this clip. No, you don't.
Up, we got to talk about number 12, because this man Diddy loves kissing men. See,
I mean, that's on Meek Mill, absolutely dead giveaway, dude. Okay? Yeah, I mean, obviously, you don't kiss men on the lips either way, but that was how you kiss a girl that you're like into. You're a little drunk and feeling a little bit looser, and your girl's right there. It's like, hey, give me some sugar, girl. Gay rappers, dude. I just can't even wrap my brain around that, man. Just straight up gay rappers.
You gotta mention the fact that Diddy once revealed his darkest secret to the entire world.
Now you're gonna find out exactly what that secret is shortly, but first take a look at this sponsor, make yourself a quick $50 and get right back to it. Now, if I told you that you could make $50 for free if you take 90 seconds of your time to do something, it's something that you would do, especially if the 90 seconds is going to be something fun. Because that's exactly what PrizePicks and I are offering you right now. I want to be very clear. There is no gimmick here. There's no chance where this does not lead to $50 free for you. There's nothing you have to pick right. There's no game you have to win. If you play a $5 roster on PrizePicks, you will get $50 into your account whether you win or lose the roster that you entered. How much you can win in addition to the automatic $50 depends on the size of the roster that you pick, but I'll let you play around with that a little bit. Now, you also could try to win real big and play more than $5, but you don't have to. Take a look over here. Look at what I stand to win if I hit this roster. Hold me accountable to this. I'm putting it on my channel. I'm putting my face on it. Hold me accountable, and also hold me accountable to this. This game is super fun. You're going to want to play. As you can see on the left side of the screen, all you do is go through the athletes that you want to pick in a specific sport. In this case, we're doing UFC because my girl Rose Namajunas is fighting on Saturday. In addition to MMA, they have college basketball, college football, NBA, NFL, any sport you could think of, you can play on PrizePicks. Now, in the roster you see over here, this is obviously a UFC roster. I'm playing a $5 game, which means if this was my first game, I would see a free $50 put into my account the second that the game starts. So come join me for PrizePicks. It's an amazing game. You'll be supporting my channel and you'll be getting free money. Also, look at my roster, take a screenshot, and then you can see how I did. And also, I want to know who you guys are picking. Send me your rosters if you want. Link is in the description. Use promo code JesseOnFire for the $50 bonus. And that is what it is.
See, in 2004, Diddy was on the Conan O'Brien show when he told everyone how he gets ready for his freak-offs.
I don't know if this is just made up myth or if this is true, but I'm told that when you go to a hotel, anytime you go to a hotel, you don't just check in the way everybody else does. You send someone ahead to prepare the hotel room for you.
It's called preparing the sexy.
What's preparing the sexy?
I mean, when I walk in, I definitely take pride in being the originator of the preparation of the sexy.
Yes.
Yes, and that's candles. I like candles. I like tuberose. That's a smell. I like that scent. I'm attracted to certain
What kind
scents.
of what kind of
tuberose?
Tuberose.
Yes.
Okay, as a scent you like.
Yes, it's a scent.
Okay.
You know, I like lilies. I like white orchids. You know, roses and things of that nature. I'm into baths. You know, so I like my bath at the right temperature. It's just little things that
I like my bath at the right temperature. Hey, I know a lot of people who don't like their bath at the right temperature, but like this right here is a perfect example of self-snitching in advance, where if you never find out anything about this guy's home life, then this is just a creepy clip where I would be thinking to myself, if I was a girl, like, this guy's weird, gross. This guy is gross, you know? That's the kind of thing, you know, you take a girl to a hotel room and you have it all prepped up, then it's like, surprise, girl. Surprise. You know, they're like, oh my God, I'm so special. He did all this for me. You go on national television and you're like, hey, anytime I go to a hotel, I lace it up with them candles. I start dripping wax all over my balls and I get ready to have my lady friends come lick them off with my boyfriends. You're all, every time you go to a hotel, that's right, every time. That's called preparing the sexy. You're all, ugh. Gross. And so I would imagine the only people that attracts are the straight up deviants, which is maybe what he wants. You know, maybe that's what he wants. He just wants it's like, what's the likelihood that you have HIV? They're all, well, pretty low likelihood. He's all, get out of here. We don't have sex with anyone who isn't a 5-to-1 likelihood of at least one incurable sexually transmitted infection. You know, it's like, dude, creep.
Personally, I like my room to be sexy.
But Diddy gets even weirder with his own friends. Because for number 9, Diddy filmed
Whoa, dude. Look in the background of that clip right there. Look at Bieber, dude. Oh my God. Look at Bieber behind Diddy in this like 1 second clip right here. I missed that the first time. I just saw it. Watch Bieber in the back.
Sexy.
But Diddy gets even weirder with his own friends. Because for number
Oh my God, dude. Bieber looks like he has been up doing blow for 5 straight days right there. That's wild, dude. I think that's the video from when he was like on his knees with ODB. All right, and this next one is Meek Mill again, and obviously we already know that those two guys have swapped every kind of bodily fluid that two people can't. Anyway, so let's see what happens in this one.
Number 9, Diddy filmed himself flirting with Meek Mill.
Yo, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
And if you think that's creepy,
I've seen that clip before, obviously. But here's all I'll say, dude. Okay? There's a lot of gay people. A lot of gay people in the world. And if you grow up in certain areas and you run with certain types of crews, it's not really a thing that you can just be like, I can't explain it, you guys. I just don't like girls. I find myself attracted to you, T-Bone, and you, whatever your nickname is, okay? I fantasize about you guys all the time. And so what I mean is that if Meek Mill were just a straight up gay guy, then I don't think he would be able to have ever, just come out with it. Like, yes, I am deeply attracted to men. I've only trained myself to be able to be aroused with women by playing mind games where I pretend that my girlfriends are dudes. Because, again, the way he kissed Diddy in that other video is very telling.
pay attention to Diddy's reaction after what Meek Mill says right here.
I was bad, be good, and that I'm a trophy, crazy. I'm drunk as shit. I'm on the mic trying to rap to my dad. What's the move? What's the move? It's your birthday.
Diddy got a little too excited when Meek Mill brought up sleeping with someone.
Oh.
Now, I think it's safe to say,
Oh my God, man. That is insanity right there. That one is just almost like that one's almost as bad as them like going in for the passionate kiss. He's like, I'm banging a bed, and Diddy's all, ooh, hey, you know what that's like. I'm going to fuck your brains out later, Meek Mill. And Meek's like, oh, let's just be done right now. I'm off the mic. I am finished. I have an appointment upstairs in room 17. If anybody wants to join me, Big Daddy. Gay rappers.
Diddy knows how to make anyone feel uncomfortable. And that's definitely true in number 8, because he once hopped on Instagram and shared this.
Hennessy, come out and play.
And I think we know what he meant by come out and play.
I actually have no idea what that means. I don't know what he's talking. I don't know what the guy who made this is talking about. I think we know what he meant by Hennessy, come out and play. You're all, well, like, what did he mean? Was that a reference to Dave Chappelle, breast milk? Or did that come after the Hennessy clip? What does that mean? I have no idea what that means.
Just watch number 7 on our list, because Diddy once shared a video of him on a balcony with a bunch of shirtless guys when he started to act weird.
Hold up. Both of y'all. Let's get both of y'all. Ain't no grind going on.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no grind going on at all.
Talk about balling and just this and that. I know you're thinking watch, rolly, bracelet.
Yeah, it ain't no watch.
No. This is how we smoke.
Check your man out. Check your man out.
Smoke. Yeah, just let him do his thing.
Yeah, I'm letting him do his thing.
The whole crew smokes, you know?
Everybody
and check
smokes.
it. This is what I got for him.
And look, if Diddy wants something, there's no...
He's just he can be anybody that you want, you know? He's a shapeshifter, like the devil. Whatever you need me to be, I'll be that. But I'm coming for your soul. He's like, I'm just a friendly little jokester. I'm pretending, you know, because I'm your friend. Just going to soften you guys up a little bit now. Come on in this room and let me show you what a good time it can be. If it's some other, you know, some girl that's scared, he's like, I need you to get your ass in that room now. And they're like, but I don't want to. He's like, get the fuck in there. Other people, he just literally just becomes whatever version of himself needs to happen in order to corrupt people's brains and souls.
stopping hhim. Because at number 6, Diddy was caught smacking Jay-Z's ass.
50 had to come back out, make my show hot. I so appreciate it. Well, shit, my you
Put your Rockefeller sign in the sky.
city.
And when it comes to women,
Okay, he gets a pass on that. But, you know, like, that's more of a sports thing. You know, that's what guys do, you know, sometimes or whatever. But nonetheless, like when I watch that clip, what I see is Diddy is 5 times as fucked up as everybody else. You know, they're up there, you know, maybe they've had some drinks. He's like blitzed, running around that stage. I never realized that he was such a train wreck when he parties. That's scary, man. Those guys that get that blitz, because it looks like he's one of these guys that drinks a ton, but he also is doing ups. So he's like belligerent, but he's still able to walk around and kind of coherently talk. Those guys are scary, man. They end up being, I mean...
Diddy's even creepier. Because at number 5, Diddy once admitted to locking women up.
If you don't have what they need, they're going to leave.
Right.
Got to keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
You need locks on the door. Who would say that? Who would say that? And then not immediately follow it up like, I'm just kidding. You know, that is an insane thing to say. I make jokes like that sometimes, you know, with Gabrielle and I do our show. And, you know, I don't know, like I'll make some joke about like, oh, well, hey, if that ever happened, you know, something about like some guy beat up a girl in the story we're talking about. I'm like, hey, you ever did that to me? Guess what? You going down the stairs too. And then it's like, ha, ha, ha. Because it's so ludicrous that of course it's a joke. You know, like, of course it's a joke. Diddy straight up goes, you got to have locks on the doors, which if I'm being honest, is way creepier and crazier than me pretending like I'm going to hit my wife, which would never happen. Like, locks on the doors. You're like, guy, that's not even funny, man. It's like not funny. Oh, you're talking about locking up girls so you can assault. If they want to leave, you won't let them leave. And you don't immediately follow it up with a clear indicator it's a complete fucking joke. Creep, dude.
It's a little kinky, but
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And some things Diddy does aren't even
It's not kinky, it's criminal, guy.
behind closed doors. Because at number 4, Diddy's the first man to scare Mike Tyson on live TV.
Oh, it truly is about the Benjamin, as we see. Oh, yes, he's glittering. It truly is about the
Yeah.
Well, now, when we come back, we're going to...
For Diddy, I don't think it's
Tyson's like, hey, man, I just spent a long time in jail. I've been in jail, in prison, quite a bit. Get your hands away from my leg, man. I've seen this move. Nobody does this to me. That's what I do to people. Mike Tyson, when he got mad at that reporter, he's like, you couldn't walk a mile in my shoes, white boy. I'll fuck you in your ass till you love me. I was like, damn, that's scary.
only about the Benjamins. But look, we've hit the top 3, which means you're about to see Diddy at his absolute weirdest. And first up, Diddy recorded himself on a date with another man.
This. I mean, you guys have seen the thing with Russell Brand, and then you guys obviously have seen this with the Bieber thing. But honestly, just watch this clip again because Bieber, he looks like he's 10 in this picture. Bieber's 15 right here. Okay? Bieber's 15. And I say that because obviously it's almost certain that the freak off tape that has the A-list celebrity in it is Bieber. And if they're like, we're not sure if he's a minor in that video, think about that. They're like, we're not really sure whether or not he was a minor in the video. He's only 3 years from 18 right here. He looks like a baby. You know what I mean? Like he looks like a baby. Look at.
Tells the camera Justin's about to have 48 hours with him and they can't discuss anything they're about to do together.
Check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing.
Look at that kid's eyes, man. Like, in all seriousness, I'm making jokes about the rest of this thing, but in all seriousness, look at that kid's eyes. That's a baby. That's a naive little kid with, you know, stars in his eyes. Like, I can't believe this is all happening for me. I can't believe this is happening. And Diddy, within a few years of this moment, at the latest, had sex with this guy, almost certainly. I mean, like that. Think about what kind of straight up demon would do a thing like that. Look at this little dude. He's got a backwards cap on. He's just like, hi, I'm from a different place and I'm here hanging out with Diddy. And Diddy's all, yeah, we're doing 48 hours, man. It's going to be the best time of your life. Hey, we can't really tell you what's going on because everything we do is secret. Hey, right? It's secret, right, Justin? Okay? We keep secrets together. This is not grooming. I just want you to know that what we do here, nobody knows about. Ha ha ha, we're joking. We're not joking, man. We're definitely not joking. Because I'm going to fuck you soon.
We can't really disclose. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go full crazy.
And a year later, they linked up again. But this time, you can tell just how uncomfortable Justin is around Diddy.
Everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? No. You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right, okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
And on top of all that, when the two of them went on Jimmy Kimmel together, Bieber started giving away details about their 48 hours together. And of course, that's when Diddy quickly stepped in and shut it down.
You got me a Lamborghini.
That's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming?
He's a baby, dude. Still a baby.
That Lamborghini. We talked about this last time.
He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
But look, before we get into Diddy's
If I was going to guess, I'd say that's before. I would guess that's before Diddy did it to him. Because there is a version of Justin that looks all innocent, and he still looks like that to me. And then there's this broken down version of him that is, very apparent. Just go to any video of him crying about all the things that happened to him and look at that. Is that the same guy? I don't think you come out the same after someone does that to you, would be my hypothesis. Having never been turned out by a famous rapper who I trusted.
creepiest moment of all time, we have two honorable mentions. And first up, what if I told you there's proof Diddy performs strange satanic-like rituals on his party guests? See, in 2004, Diddy threw himself a birthday party that appeared to be just like the rest. He invited celebrities like Will Smith, Owen Wilson, and a bunch of other famous people to come over, have drinks, and eat dinner. But when it was time for the food to come out, that's when things took a dark turn. Out came a table full of grapes, chocolate-covered strawberries, and a woman lying on her back, fully nude. If that wasn't creepy enough, Diddy lit up multiple candles and had his guests worship the woman. Then, everyone proceeded to eat food right off her body. The creepiest part is, these photos were hidden for 20 years until someone dug these up.
Okay, first of all, that's not satanic. That is that's a ripoff of the movie Rising Sun, I think, with Sean Connery, about the where he's working for a Japanese corporation and they're investigating a murder. Great movie, dude. Absolutely great movie. And there's a scene at the beginning where one of the main characters is eating sushi off a naked girl, and it's like iconic, dude. I still to this day make jokes to Gabrielle about eating sushi off of her body. I've never actually done it, but it's like that's all from that movie, But at least I don't remember actually doing it. But nonetheless, might not be satanic, but it is certainly bizarre to do it at a party like that.
What other creepy photos and videos will come out soon? But anyways, it gets even creepier in our second honorable mention, because we gotta talk about the time in 2017 when Diddy got way too drunk on—
How this is only an honorable mention is crazy, okay? Because now we know what he means when he's asking Fabulous, how come me and you never partied? But we never like partied for real. He for sure is talking about them getting drunk and banging, for sure. And so I don't understand how this is only an honorable mention. This should have been like number 1 or number 2.
On a podcast and accidentally showed his true self. Just pay attention to how he makes an entire room of grown men terrified.
Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy Birthday is fabulous. The only that got the name that I want. It ain't get happy birthday to you. Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you put my bag
I like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Where you put my bag
Daddy,
at?
I like when you scrambling and scraping for
No, I got
I
no
like
shit.
that. Make a
That
wish.
one?
Just blow it out. It's your birthday every day.
And now this is when he pressures one of the guys to join a freak off.
You miss me though, for real, because I'm saying, it seems like a thing with this birthday party.
Puff, man.
Man, but I'm talking about for your birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
Yeah, we partied for my birthday before. You came to my party. And...
No, but me and you ain't never really party, you know what I'm saying? Eyes, brother.
Oh, man.
Eyes.
Fab told me to floor your fifth. Fab walked in.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I said let me pick it up.
was talking to
That's why I said let me pick it up from right there. From right there.
Look at this nigga.
Fab did groove. Go ahead.
Now for Diddy's
Dude, he is blacked out drunk. I mean, not actually blacked out, but he's like blitzed. And he's saying things. He's just saying things. You get drunk enough, you can't keep it together. You start saying things. You know, he's in that room. I mean, I assume all of you guys have been in a room where somebody's too drunk and they start, you're like, all right, guy. Like, all right. He's in there straight up hitting on men on a podcast. Hey, but you and me, we ain't never really partied before. They're all, oh, and Fabulous. Hey, does he look like a dude who enjoys Diddy's kind of energy? Fabulous is super chill, man. He likes to like relax. There's no chill in that guy. That's what I'm talking about in terms of being able to be around him. I couldn't deal with being around him, man. Hey, man, I like seeing you like this, Daddy, when you scrapping and scraping. It's like everything is completely inauthentic and meant to elicit these weird responses. I don't know. Disingenuous people freak me out. There's only one actual emotion that you're going to elicit from me when you behave like that. And that is anxiety, where I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how to deal with people who are doing this weird thing that he's doing. And he looks like he's doing it all the time. Anyway.
creepiest moment of all time, we gotta talk about Diddy's final interview before getting arrested. See, exactly 1 week before the first allegations dropped against him in 2023, Diddy must have known something was coming. And so before people could come for him, he wanted to change the narrative about himself before it even started. And so that's why he went on the Graham Norton show, and he tried to tell the world what a good guy he is. In this interview, he went on to say he only cares about one thing, peace and love.
This is the one I'm talking about where you look. This is the last interview that he did before getting locked up. And in all seriousness, this dude is so whacked out of his brain. You know, he's probably on like 8 different drugs.
Call me Diddy. Call me Diddy.
Okay.
But when I'm being love and I'm in that mood, because I have to always remind myself, we live in a toxic world. Right. And it's love versus hate. That's what's going on right now. Yeah. And I choose love. That's my new name, and love wins. Love wins. Let's go, y'all.
Oh, they're drinking wine. So apparently he thought it was like, he's like, okay, so I get to get extra drunk. And by the way, I just randomly paused it right there. Look at that dude on the right. That guy's like, I am very uncomfortable. I am very, he's got the same kind of radar as me, apparently, where you're like, this is weird. And honestly, that thing where love wins to the crowd, that's basically how he looks to me at all times with whoever he's interacting with, which is like, hey, I pump my fist, so you pump your fist back at me. It's like, that's not an authentic interaction. You know, there's, you know, like, you guys know what I mean? I try, when, you know, well, not just me, but people that I enjoy being around, they'll say something authentic to me that you align with or don't, and then you ask them a question about it and whatever, and you're listening and exchanging. It's like, it's not like, Simon says, put your hand up. Simon says, put your hand down. Put your hand up. Oh, I didn't say Simon says. Like, that's what it's like looking at him interacting with people, man. It's fucking bizarre. Anyway, that is this is a long video, so I'm going to cut it off right there. Thank you guys for hanging out. I love you guys. Bye-bye.